Tip number one is literally this. Literally what I'm doing right now. Cutting the waffle and getting straight to the topic of the video. No matter what niche or what YouTube category you want to go into, start the video as if it's already been rolling. It has to make sense, of course. Just say you were starting a YouTube video and it went something like this. Hey, what's up guys? It's Ryan here. So today I'm going to give you 7 tips for new YouTube creators if you want to grow on YouTube. And stick around for tip number 7 because trust me, that's what you're going to need to double your views. Also remember to like, comment and okay, I assume you get the point, but if you're 30 seconds into a video and you haven't even started the topic of the video yet, you are doing something wrong. Satisfying the click is so important on YouTube, and there is 3 aspects when it comes to satisfying the click. So the first thing a viewer does when they come across your video is they see your thumbnail. Once they see your thumbnail, they then move on to seeing your title. After viewing your title, they may click on your video. First thing they do, of course, is watch your intro or your hook. If all 3 of these don't correlate together and make sense, you have lost a viewer and your attention grasp will start to look a little bit like this. Satisfy the click. So make everything match and stop waffling. So tip number 2 is probably going to be quite a perception shift for a lot of you. And that's to stop making videos to try and get loads of views or loads of subscribers. Purely provide valuable content to your avatar and your audience in general. Now you could say these 2 are very similar, but just try to shift your focus. Stop thinking about the views. Stop thinking about the subs. Just think about, here is what my audience is, here is what they want, and how can I deliver that to them in the best way possible. I know this is not much practical advice for you to action right now, but just always question yourself when you're making your videos, is this exactly what my viewer wants? What expectations does a viewer have when they click on the video that you're making? Do you fulfill all of those expectations? Not thinking, how can I extract the most views out of YouTube by making a video with the best retention hacks and stuff like that, or piggybacking off the most recent trend. Just remember, the viewer comes first, not the views. Tip number 3 is to recreate what already works, but adding your own twist. This could be a video concept or a topic, but just adding your own input. Don't blatantly copy someone, but you certainly could get some inspiration. If a video in your niche has previously done very well, what is something that you could do that's quite similar? The video could do well just based on the idea, or it could be on the suggested videos of that one that's done previously very well. Let's say I had a cooking channel, and let's take this channel right here. They've had success in the past replicating some film and TV program dishes, such as the Krabby Patty burger from SpongeBob. And if you had a cooking channel, just think to yourself, well, what films have I watched and I like, and ones that are popular, that I could replicate some of the meals in there? Just something which is like eye-catching for that film or TV program. Of course, Krabby Patty is very well known. The tortilla chip sombrero from Despicable Me 2, it's not really like the iconic part of the film, but it's just something that people will recognize and think, I wonder how someone did that. So when you think of other films for yourself, you're not copying this idea, you're just getting inspiration from it, and that's what I mean. So look for that in your niche. My next tip is about framing, and framing when it comes to speaking to your audience. You may be getting hundreds or thousands of views from loads of people on your videos, but remember, it's all individual viewers. So rather than saying, today guys, we're going to, or what do you guys think? Leave me a comment down below. It doesn't resonate well, and it's not speaking directly to the viewer. It's almost like you're speaking to a group setting, and let's face it, there's going to be no watch parties when it comes to your videos. I mean, maybe, but a tip for this frame of mind is to envision your avatar is standing right in front of you and you're literally talking to them, you're not talking to a camera. So be authentic when you're talking, and it will not only make them feel more valued, it will just make them feel just more included. It's a video specifically for them, not for the masses. Byproduct of this is hopefully your viewers getting a little bit more engaged and involved in your content, feeling that little bit more connected. Thumbnails. Now, of course, you knew that thumbnails would have some sort of emphasis when it comes to a YouTube tips video. And that's because thumbnails are so important. If you're a new creator and you think, yeah, okay, thumbnails are quite important. No, they are very important. Whenever you see a creator's journey, like going from a small creator to a medium to a large creator, watch how good their thumbnails start getting and watch how much emphasis they put in their thumbnails. Some people don't have to, depending on the niche, but the majority of you out there, as you grow, you will understand the importance of thumbnails. Now, what my tip is to have your main thumbnail when it comes to creating a video idea, but also have 2 thumbnail backups. Now, this doesn't mean you have to create 3 thumbnails per every video. You could just have 2 idea concepts. But what this is making sure that you have a thumbnail to fall back on. If you upload a video and your click-through rate is like 2 or 3%, you need to change that thumbnail quickly. It is not performing well. So at least having that idea in mind. And even just for testing, even if your thumbnail's got 5, 6, 7% click-through rate, hey, you can still change it and see what happens. You might get 7, 8, 9% click-through rate with like thumbnail number 2 or thumbnail number 3, who knows? So think about multiple thumbnail ideas and slightly different themes as well. But the most important thing that you can do with a thumbnail to make it really good is if you took your thumbnail and removed the title, can you still work out what the video is about? Look at all of the big creators out there. Do this test. Open up one of your favorite YouTubers' channel, obviously videos you've not seen yet, and literally squint your eyes and then hide the title and try to work out what is that video about by just looking at the thumbnail. The big creators out there, they absolutely nail this, and it's something you should be doing as well. When a viewer looks at your thumbnail, and this is like within under a second, you get the notion of what that's about. If you could make that really clear, and then the viewer goes down and looks at the title and realizes, yep, well, that was what I thought, there's more of a likelihood that they're going to click. And try to make it just really easy for someone to work out. So simplicity really works well. Look at this thumbnail. It is absolutely spot on. It fills the space, it stands out, the colors are great, and it is super simple. Now, even though you don't know the title to this video, I'm gathering you can guess that it's a video about this guy drawing the perfect circle. It's simple, has no text, and it works brilliantly. Not all thumbnails can be created like as simple and as effective as this. But when you're making thumbnails, try to hit these 3 as a checklist. You want to make it simple, you want to make it fill the space, and then you want to show it to people. Show it to 3 of your friends and just say, hey, I'm making this new video. What do you think this video is about? And just send them the thumbnail. If all 3 people don't get it right, then go back to the drawing board. You need to make your thumbnail more clear. But this is a really fun test to do. It would preferably be people that are within your niche or understand your niche. So if you've got like a gaming video that's about Minecraft and you send it to someone who's 50 years old and has never heard about Minecraft before, they're going to struggle getting it. The other point too is sparking a question in the viewer's mind. So when they look at your video, you have some kind of question that's kind of like an open loop in your mind. So going back to this thumbnail here, you have 2 questions that probably popped into your head. 1, how does he do it? And 2, does he do it? But if you've got some thumbnails and you want to send them out to some of your friends, but you don't want to be that guy that's just always pestering your friends if you're obviously uploading videos quite often, head on over to my school community. It's full of like-minded people like yourself who are all ambitious about growing on YouTube. Pop your thumbnail in there, like a post, and then we can all kind of work out together what that video is about and give you feedback, and has an additional course area where I teach about similar topics like this. So come on over using the link in the pinned comment below. That leads me very smoothly onto my next tip, which is to ask for help. It's very easy to hide yourself away in your room or your office and work relentlessly to get your next video out, only to hit a brick wall and hit some maybe creativity slump. We all know the fact that we're an average of the 5 people we spend the most time with, which is why I want a lot of people to join my school community so you can just surround yourself with others who want to grow. But even outside of that, pop a comment down below if you're stuck on something. Look at other people's comments, see what they're potentially asking and they're getting advice for. Reach out to friends or even reach out to creators. These creators don't have to be in your niche, and to be honest, if you don't ask, you don't get. To be honest, if you reach out to creators, they've probably got a flooded inbox and you might not even get read. If you don't ask, you don't get. Never sit there and suffer in silence. And don't lock yourself away, losing all hope for your YouTube channel. Speak up, because we are all rooting for you. My next tip is to set aside time each week for researching. I know it's boring, but only if you make it boring. This could be literally 2 hours a week of purely consuming content, and that's content within your niche. But this is consuming content as a creator, not as a consumer. If you're 10 minutes into a video and you thought, oh wow, where did the time go? I thought this video was only like 5 minutes in. You got immersed. And it's up to you to rewind that video and figure out why. Question everything. Why did they do the hook like that? Why am I interested in this thumbnail? Why did I even click on this video? What's kept me hooked for so long where I just lost concept of time? Why do I feel an urge to click their next video? Really become a viewer of content similar to yours, but still have that creator's mindset so you can really analyze what's going on. Also have some kind of Google Docs where you've got some master spreadsheet or master document where you're just dumping ideas down. When you're watching a YouTube video, you think, oh wow, I like the way he did that. And then all of a sudden, bang, just dump it down. And then just have this master spreadsheet of like an amalgamation of ideas. So if you ever have any creative burnout or you want some inspiration, or it's something you should maybe refer back to every few weeks or every month, just read through all of the ideas that you've ever noted down. And then you might be thinking, oh, why didn't I do that with my edit? And then you can start testing things to see what your viewers like and if it improves your content. Research never stops as well. No matter how large of a creator you get, there is always new things you can learn. Let's take The Plain Bagel. He provides financial advice, and him amongst others have researched a popular tactic which many YouTubers have used, and it has gotten them way more views, which is looking outside of your niche to popular areas to draw more people in, which hopefully then become viewers. I explain this strategy amongst others in my video here on how to get more views for your YouTube channel.